Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews. I'm your host, Matt Spease, and today we are looking at The Devil Rides Out, released in 1968. The Devil Rides Out is directed by Terence Fisher and stars Christopher Lee, Niké Arrighi, Leon Green, Charles Gray, Patrick Mower, Sarah Lawson, Paul Eddington, and Rosalyn Landor. The Devil Rides Out is known to most of us in the U.S. Under its title that they renamed it for future releases in the U.S., which was The Devil's Bride. That's the title when I first watched this movie that I saw it under, before Anchor Bay ended up releasing the DVD of the film. I saw it on television originally, way back as The Devil's Bride. But the first thing that hit me with this film, which is based on a story by Dennis Wheatley, based on his novel The Devil Rides Out, and the script was written by Richard Matheson. So you had the original writer of the novel coming in and doing the story for Richard Matheson to work on for the screenplay. So when I first saw this film under the title of The Devil's Bride, I liked the film. But when Anchor Bay released the DVD under its original title, The Devil Rides Out, I became even more affectionate for this film. The Devil Rides Out, it has an amazing cast. It's got a great story. I mean, with Richard Matheson, what do you expect? It has well-written dialogue, well-acted scenes, the set design, the cinematography, the direction by Terence Fisher is amazing in this film. This was, by all intensive purposes, the best Hammer film ever made. They would never be able to duplicate how well this film was after that in 1968. Christopher Lee playing the Duke Lariskla is incredible. He gets to play a good guy for once. Most of the time, Hammer usually had him playing the villains, the monsters, the bad guys. And in here, he is the hero. He is the hero. And make no mistake about that, this is not like a little short cameo where he just pops in as someone trying to help the real hero of the story. No. Christopher Lee as the Duke is the real hero of this story. And boy, does he have a villain that can live up to going up against a hero of the stature of Christopher Lee in Charles Gray as Makata. Charles Gray's performance as Makata is hypnotic. In some ways, literally. Niké Arrighi as Tanith, Leon Green as Rex, Patrick Mower as Simon. Rex is trying to help the Duke to save Tanith and Simon from the evil that is Makata and his devil-worshipping cult. Along the way, they get a little bit of help from Marie Eden and Richard Eden, who have a little girl named Peggy, played by Sarah Lawson, Paul Eddington, and Rosalyn Landor. It is the opening is fine. Everything leading up to it is fine, but Rex tries to take Tanith and help her, and then it ends up, because Makata has the power to control those who he has already inducted into his cult telepathically. So he uses his powers to gain control of Tanith in this really cool scene, in order to escape and try and get away from Rex. But that is not even the best scene of the film. Two of the best scenes in this film are, number one, I talked in two of my previous videos about the top 3 best scenes where a dominant villain completely takes control of the situation and makes a female character his victim and makes them subservient to his will. This film is the number 1 on my list of the best scenes like this. When Charles Gray goes to visit, as Makata goes to visit Sarah Lawson's Marie, it is spellbinding, this sequence. It is so well played by both Charles Gray and Sarah Lawson.
It is merely a science. The science of causing change to occur by means of one's will. The sinister reputation attaching to it is entirely groundless. It is based on superstition rather than objective observation. The power of the wheel is something we don't understand, attributing to it mysterious qualities one does not possess. Being made of the power of mind over matter, or in the greater number of cases, the power of mind over mind, as your mind is now coming to mine. For as you look into my eyes and listen to my voice, your will is leaving you, is slipping away, and you are now beneath my influence. Although your eyes are open, and you seem aware, you are in fact asleep. Your faculties dormant. Your ability to act and think is subservient to my will. My will. Mrs. Eden, my will is yours at this point. You cannot function in the least unless I say so. Can you? Answer me, Mrs. Eden.
No.
Where is Simon?
Upstairs.
Alone?
My husband is watching him.
And Tanith?
Upstairs.
Alone?
No. Rex is with her.
That sequence is total film gold. And there is another sequence after that in which the Duke returns and he tries to protect Tanith Rex, Simon, Marie, and Richard, and their little girl Peggy from Makata. And this sequence, them being in the circle, being protected by the power that Duke holds. I mean, his power is just as powerful as Charles Gray's Makata. So it's a battle of good versus evil. The powerful. He's into black magic as well. He knows of black magic, and he knows how to use black magic against the evil black magic user. And it is just a great sequence of him protecting this family and his friends with Rex and Simon. And then you have the finale, which has the big ritual in which the Duke go to save Peggy, who has been taken by Makata and is going to be sacrificed so that they can bring the devil back to rule over the world. Very dark story. And it is so well written, so well done by Richard Matheson, from a great story by Dennis Wheatley. I mean, Dennis Wheatley's novel, I read it as well. After seeing The Devil's Bride, I decided to read his original novel, The Devil Rides Out. It is quite, because it's a novel, it's quite different in some ways than the film version, but it is still very well done. But I would say, in respects to Dennis Wheatley, I think the film version is superior to the novel. Terence Fisher's directing in this, I mean, just like any other, I mean, he was the greatest director Hammer Films ever had. So much so that Amicus Films decided to, pick up, Terence Fisher to direct some of their films. And he did some great films for them as well. It is criminal how underrated as a director Terence Fisher is. So, my review, The Devil Rides Out, aka The Devil's Bride, is a 10 out of 10. This film is truly one of the best films of its kind. There are no supernatural, demonic, devil worshipping, cults kind of films like this that can compare to this film. This film is amazing. The performances, the writing, the directing, the cinematography, the music, it is perfect. Perfect. So, if you like my review and you agree with some of what I said or disagree or anything, please leave comments below, and I will respond in kind. If you like this video, please do not hesitate to like, share, and subscribe, because it really does help the channel out a bunch. Hope you enjoyed my review, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.